Today, I wanted to give you an update as to where we're at with this process that we've been going through during this time of quarantine. We made the decision early on to close to the public and redefine what being open looked like for the time being. It's been it's been since March 18th. So going over a month at this point right now. Despite what the governor decided yesterday, that's going to have no impact on what we do. We don't need our local or state officials to tell us what's right at this time. Therefore, we are going to continue operating as we are now, being closed to the public, doing the curbside pickup and the online orders for the foreseeable future. We will reevaluate this as June approaches, but for now, we don't see making any changes as we get into May. Um, that being said, let me just kind of back up a little bit and fill you in as to how we feel about this. For one, I take being open very seriously. When people ask me, business advice, what's the number one thing I will suggest, and it's really simple mantra: be open. Period. Set hours, be there no matter what. I see many other businesses that are, treat their hours as something fluid, changing all the time, or close at the drop of a hat for something suddenly came up or personal reasons. We rarely close. We have a very short list of why. Uh, Snow, and I'm not talking schools closed snow. We're not running buses on rural roads like school districts are. Like snow so bad that we risk life and limb to get here. Most of the time it's snowing. That's not, or the schools are closed. That has no bearing on whether or not we're going to be open. We're most likely are going to be here. Tornado warning. That siren going off. I'm out. I'm going to the cellar. This is Oklahoma. We're not going to hole up here. Um, Other than that, when mom died, that's very customary when a business owner dies, is that the business closes out of respect so we can go, pay respects to them. When the skunk sprayed in the store, that was an unusual situation. Well, it sprayed under the store, but we had to get rid of the smell. And then when we were resetting the store for our big reveal after our repairs were complete, and that was really for more of a marketing purpose. That's it. My personal life has no bearing on whether or not this store is going to be here. So we feel very strongly about being open. So it was a big decision for us to decide to be closed. But we still feel that's the right decision for a variety of reasons. Personally, uh, I'm not. I don't have any elderlies in my life anymore. They're gone. But Jeannie does. Jeannie's takes care of both of her parents. Her dad lives with her. They're in very close quarters. If you come in often, you know that right before this pandemic broke, he himself became sick and hospitalized, and his health declined to the point where he's no longer able to live with her. Jeannie was in the process of getting him into a nursing home, which is now indefinitely on hold. So Jeannie has to be very acutely aware of what she's bringing home to her dad because his health is at high risk. Um, so she doesn't want to be open. We feel like we've created our little cocoon here, and as the time goes on, the longer we've been in our cocoon, the more relaxed we've been about our personal exposure and exposure to others. Very Nobody comes in and out of here. I mean, we can count the number of people we've seen on one hand over the last month, and so by this limited contact makes us breathe a little bit easier. And to open up our cocoon right now, we are just not comfortable with that. This is still going on. This pandemic has not passed us. I know we like to think it has because the curve's not spiking up, but it's not really going down. In fact, one of our youngest employees, Sophia, her oldest sister, recently had her first child. I don't know if you know anybody who's been having babies lately, but these moms, new moms, are having to check into the hospital alone, have their babies alone, no dad, no mom, no nothing, and that's sad. Our hospitals are not where they're normally at, and we need to get them there. But she had a baby on Good Friday. She just was admitted this week back to the hospital, and she has tested positive for coronavirus. And she's a very young person, and that's very scary. So this is impacting us, people that we know, and we are not going to put our employees at risk. Um, And I know social distancing, you can try to practice it in your business, but right now we're just not really quite yet there. Plus, all you have to do is drive through the Walmart parking lot on your way to pick up the groceries, and you can clearly see that people have different ideas of what social distancing looks like. Sometimes I'm alarmed. I know when I was picking up this week, the lady next to me, she's out of her car. She's this close to the pickup kid's face, stood there for a good 20 minutes right by him as he's trying to put groceries in her car, breathing on him, talking to him. I thought, stay in your car. Why are you doing pickup? But like I said, everybody has their own ideas. And I respect that, but yet I have to, think about us, and I have to think about you. We know many of our customers, and we know that many of you are currently living with, compromised immune systems and taking care of elderly people, or have people in your world, even some of them young people, that are at risk. And we don't want to expose anyone unnecessarily. So we feel very confident that what we're doing now in the service that we're providing you, we can do that with confidence of very low chance of us passing anything to you. And we like to keep it that way a while longer. We normally don't talk about money. That's not usually discussed in good company. But yet at this time, people do worry. I know that, I'm worried about you. I'm worried about businesses that I love. And I know that some of you are worried about us. And, and rightfully so. But we're doing okay. Um, we'll get through this. Your support, your orders, we cannot express enough gratitude to you for those. Without those, our future would look very bleak. This time of year is typically slow anyway. Our business is down. Don't get me wrong. It's not like people are buying yarn hand over fist. Um, but our sales have been able to sustain us. We know that it is not because of any government edict saying that we can't be open that is impacting our sales. Our sales are being impacted because we're in the middle of a global pandemic. And whether or not we had the door open or closed right now would make negligible impact on our ability economically to move forward. And that's why we feel very, can stay in this position for as long as we need to. But we're doing okay. Your sales have helped. We've been able, to move stuff around. My background is business. I didn't just wake up one day and go, oh, wouldn't this be fun to have a yarn shop? I am a CPA. Economics is my thing. I'm like the canary in the gold mine. Usually, I can tell you when there's economic problem. Good. I just have a sense for those things. But I have a strong business background, and I've grown up in yarn shops, so it's just a natural bringing together of all of my skills that allow me to do this. And so finance, I've got a handle on that. We've been able to shift some stuff around. We were fortunately able to participate in the Paycheck Protection Program, which is helping us keep all of our employees paid, even our young ones. No one here is going without pay or without a job. We're taking care of our people. I know many businesses are not getting the paycheck, the PPP money, and I hope that changes for them. It's really an unfortunate situation. Only tip I would have is, along with shop small, bank small. We bank small, and our local bankers at Farmers and Merchants, they really surprised me because they were working on Sunday, and that's when all this came down for us, was Sunday. And so don't ever make fun of bankers' hours again. Those people are burning the candles at both ends. So that's where we're at, and I hope no one's too disappointed. I hope, if anything, maybe we can provide a little relief at this very anxious time. Our house party, in the meantime, game on, continues. Not going to change anything we're doing right now. We are, I don't always just look at day to day. I'm more of a long term thinker, and we know that what the rest of this year is going to look like has a big question mark over it. I'm not saying we're going to continue to stay closed for the rest of the year. I hope not, but even what being open is going to look like. We've had to redefine what being open is meant for us in the last, month. And I think we're going to have to continue to redefine that as we move through this process. And as usual, I hope not to disappoint. We have some things that we're working on, looking forward to, that will work in this kind of new world that we're in. And we're happy to do that and look forward to the day. It may be, I'd like to think it's this fall, but I don't know, not with new resurgence expected, maybe next year, where we can really get back to what we love most, being with you, hands on, having events, doing fun things. I'm looking forward to traveling. Um, but I've just come to terms that's not happening right now. And we've settled into a routine here at the store personally. And I'm okay with it because I know that the good times will return again. And when they do, it's going to be better than ever. If there's anything we can do for you, please let us know. We're here to help. We want to help, you get through this as much as possible. So tomorrow we return with the usual house party fun and hope you'll join us.